What you're looking at is all my daily wins for 2025. I started this project just as an experiment to see whether I could remember all the things I did in a year. To be frank, I have a terrible memory. I can barely tell you what happened yesterday, let alone 6 months ago. But what I got out of it was something deeper, more than a brain exercise, an act of self-love that I've never experienced before. And I want to share with you my findings, not just for personal celebration, but in case you find yourself in a place that's full of self-doubt, you're emotionally adrift, or if you're dealing with something that feels intangible. My name is Cabbage, welcome back to the channel, and I want to share with you my wins in the hopes that you win too. Okay, artful storytelling aside, I'm not going to pretend that journaling doesn't exist, and the multitude of benefits that it has. It's a well-studied practice. Journaling allows us to take a step back from our problems. It allows us to release emotions and see ourselves in a way that even cameras cannot. But I'm not good at that. When I'm in trouble, I make a list of tasks I can do to solve that problem. Perhaps it comes from my schooling days, and when I feel overwhelmed, I write stories and channel my emotions into moving pictures. So between these two Herculean ways of thinking, there isn't much room for the minutia of everyday. At the time, I was also in a place where I had clear goals, but no direct path to get to them. I was trying to establish a career in commercial art, but I had no prior experience building a small business. I would make moves, but no clue if they were the right ones to make. So that's when I started writing my daily wins down. It was bullet points, short and sweet, but also had real weight to it like a journal entry. As I filled each day out, I started to build progression, momentum, and started snowballing positivity into the next day. I'm hypercritical of myself, been that way since forever. I remember being in high school and being pissed off all the time that I couldn't play basketball as well as the other guys. And that negativity ended up swallowing up my love for sport. And so I left it all behind by the time I got to college. But I noticed that with every passing day writing down my wins, I felt better about myself. I still had the voice in my head that pushed me to improve on my craft and step towards perfection. But there was a new voice, a gentler, kinder, an empathetic one that let me be who I was in the moment, and that I was enough. On some days there would be fewer wins than others, and some days I would celebrate major milestones. But even on the worst days, I started to frame them as, where did I do well? This would continue for a full 365 days. And looking back, it's something that I'm proud of. In a world that's full of finding the next thing, it's hard to find 365 days for anything anymore. But this quiet sanctuary that I found for myself has been a welcome addition to my life, and maybe it can be for you too. If you want to try for yourself, you can start with any calendar you find at the stationery store. For 2026, I'm trying a calendar book for a different textural feel. I'm told textures are important. I remember when I was young, going to people's houses and seeing calendars with each day crossed out. In a way, this is a permutation of that method. But instead of crossing out days to feel a sense of progression, or even survival, I would like each day to represent something unique, something alive, and something lived in. And hopefully by doing so, I live a little more each day too. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, please like and subscribe, and comment one thing that you feel like you're going to do this year and you're going to absolutely win at. There's also a Ko-fi link in the description box if you want to support me further. But other than that, yeah, I hope you win this year. Go get it. And I'm excited to hear all about it in the comments down below. All right, bye.